Every year, millions of travelers are drawn to the riverbanks of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, seeking something profound in India's sacred eastern cities. They arrive for specific, highly sought-after cultural moments, like the evening ceremonies on the Ghats, where priests raise multi-tiered fire lamps into the night sky. But capturing that serenity means navigating the physical reality of these spaces. You are sharing these riverbanks with a massive, incredibly dense flow of humanity. That density turns basic travel logic upside down. Hailing a local auto rickshaw or booking a morning boat becomes an exhausting, high-friction project management task. Enter Sweet Trip India. They are a Varanasi-based tour operator, built to provide a seamless, door-to-door shield against this exact local chaos. Ultimately, the quality of a spiritual pilgrimage is dictated by how successfully you manage the logistical friction on the ground. This leaves you with a choice: act as your own travel agent or outsource the headache to a specialized local operator. We weigh your travel budget against your need for comfort. Piecing together transit and haggling puts you in the bottom left quadrant, cheap but exhausting. Sweet Trip India's all-inclusive packages sit firmly in the top right. Reviewing their service is a matter of measuring how well their specific placement on this chart matches your actual needs. Choosing an operator is a strict trade-off. You are exchanging a financial premium for guaranteed peace of mind. The heaviest point of friction on any regional trip is getting between the cities themselves. Sweet Trip's primary offering solves this with dedicated drivers, called kaptans, operating a fleet of air-conditioned outstation cabs like the Maruti Ertiga and Swift Desire. This map tracks their geographical scope. They handle seamless multi-city routes, taking you from Varanasi out to Prayagraj, Ayodhya, and across the state line to Bodhgaya. Private transit removes the stress of fighting through crowded bus depots to reach high-demand locations, like the massive Ram Temple construction site. Customer reviews highlight the reliability, but they also point out the financial reality. This level of private door-to-door service is explicitly more expensive than state-run transit. You have to view that premium cost as an insurance policy against transit anxiety. That policy becomes incredibly valuable if you are traveling with vulnerable family members. Once you reach the city, the evaluation shifts from transportation to actual on-the-ground access. The typical DIY reality for high-demand activities usually involves waking up in the dark and haggling with local vendors in crowded, confusing alleyways. Sweet Trip bypasses this. Your access to sunrise Ganges boat cruises and evening arti viewing is vetted and pre-booked. They also integrate guided historical tourism right alongside the spiritual visits, putting you face-to-face with ancient structures like the massive brick Dhamek Stupa at Sarnath. These curated packages extend beyond Varanasi, offering structured access to cross-state UNESCO sites like the towering Mahabodhi Temple. The negative trade-off here is rigidity. When you purchase a pre-researched itinerary, you lose the flexibility to spontaneously wander off script. You sacrifice backpacker freedom. In return, you guarantee that you will not miss the major historical highlights due to poor planning. Modern travel usually relies on fragmented booking, using one app for your car, a different website for your hotel, and a third for local tours. In a dense, unpredictable environment, those separate pieces carry compounding risks. One delayed bus can ruin a separately booked hotel reservation down the line. Sweet Trip India's core operational value is consolidation. They funnel your entire trip, cars, beds, and boats, through a single booking portal and WhatsApp thread. When inevitable on-the-ground issues arise, you rely on their 24/7 localized customer support to handle the rerouting and fix the problem. The catch is the upfront commitment. You have to trust a single agency with your entire travel budget, rather than holding your cash and spending dynamically. Ultimately, you are hiring a single point of accountability to oversee every variable of the trip when things go wrong. We've evaluated the company. Now let's look at your specific travel profile to see if you should actually hire them. This flowchart maps out the logic. We start right at the top. Who exactly are you traveling with? If you are managing seniors or a family, you follow the right path. If you are solo or young, you follow the left. Following the left branch, we look at your schedule. Do you have weeks to wander, or are you squeezing everything into a tight 2-day weekend? The family path and the short weekend path point directly to booking the agency. The open-ended Wander Path drops you straight into the Skip It box. Your demographic and time constraints dictate your optimal booking strategy far more than the destination itself. Let's address Profile 1, the caretaker. If you are responsible for elderly parents at an incredibly intense location like the Kumbh Mela, Sweet Trip is an explicit yes. Their trained drivers and zero haggling structure operate as a mandatory safety net for senior travelers. Let's look at Profile 2, the time-poor tourist. You only have a 48-hour weekend to see multiple cities. You should book the agency. Outsourcing the logistics prevents you from wasting half of your trip trying to arrange transit. Profile 3 is the spontaneous backpacker. Your primary objective is securing the absolute lowest financial cost. You should skip Sweet Trip. Their curated schedules and premium pricing will feel restrictive to you rather than helpful. Sweet Trip India successfully trades budget basement pricing for an invaluable operational shield. For travelers who value their time and comfort over maximum savings, they are the optimal co-pilot for the journey.